Dear students of class 10A and 10B, welcome to my history and civics class. In today's history class, I am introducing you a new lesson of history, the Second World War. The Second World War. The points as I mentioned in the board, please look at it. The points: number 1, dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles. 2, rise of fascism and Nazism. 3, role of League of Nations. 4, role of Germany and Hitler. And 5, major cause of the Second World War. First point, dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles. You know, my dear students, what is the importance of the Treaty of Versailles? Why was the Treaty of Versailles important to the European countries? And why was the Treaty of Versailles signed? Name the countries who were affected by the Treaty of Versailles. Name the countries which were totally destroyed under the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. Now I am going to discuss. The Treaty of Versailles was signed as soon as Germany considered a defeat in the First World War. And after the defeat of Germany, so many restrictions were imposed on Germany. The Allied powers blamed Germany to be responsible for the First World War. The First World War was a war fought for many years and resulted in destruction of millions of people's lives, destruction of properties, destruction of, economy of different countries of Asia, Europe and Africa, who got themselves involved in it. Since the Allied powers directly involved in the First World War, they estimated a certain amount of money, they estimated huge amount of money as war indemnification, as war expenditure, and they blamed Germany to be responsible for the First World War and forced them to sign the Treaty of Versailles. Under the terms of the Treaty of Versailles, many colonies of Germany, many territories of Germany came under the hands of the Allied powers. They distributed it among themselves. Not only that, the destroyed economy of Germany, the factories, industries, roads, schools, colleges which were totally destroyed during the First World War, the Allied powers did not leave any opportunity for the Germany to come back again. Hence, the Treaty of Versailles was a harsh and insulting treaty for Germany. Italy also blamed the Allied powers to be responsible for the humiliation of them by discriminating the countries during the formation of this treaty, the Treaty of Versailles. It is due to that reason, my dear students, the Treaty of Versailles had become a great factor for the entire parts of Europe and also sowed seed of the Second World War, the Treaty of Versailles. The Treaty of Versailles was signed and also resulted in the birth of two political concepts, Nazism and fascism. It gave a birth of two political concepts, Nazism and fascism. Later on I shall discuss it. Next point, rise of fascism and Nazism. In my previous class, although it was not a part of our syllabus, but I had to teach it in the interest of you, my dear students, so that you can understand the basic concept of the Second World War. So I think already some ideas you have gained from the previous lesson, Nazism and fascism. Okay. Now, who introduced the concept of fascism and named the country where fascism was formed? It was Italy, where fascism was formed. Who was the leader who formed the fascism? It was Mussolini, who introduced the concept of fascism. And after the introduction of these political concepts, fascism, Mussolini came to power. Mussolini encouraged the people of Italy that the day would come, he would make a new Italy, and at the same time he also assured the people of Italy that he would remove unemployment problem, he would remove economic inequality in the country, and he would establish a rule of the people. A democratic form of government also was established. But at the same time, Russia was trying to introduce the concept of communism in Italy. It was due to that reason the concept of fascism gave a birth of a new era in Italy in order to stop the growing influence of communism in Italy. Mussolini, by deliberating his speeches with his charismatic personality, attracted millions of people of Italy to vote for him. Ultimately, they choose Mussolini to be their leader, and Mussolini removed all kinds of problems from Italy, and he formed the government. And as the head of the government, he strengthened the economy of Italy. He recovered the former glory and image of Italy and strengthened its economy, removed all types of problems, and at the same time, Mussolini also paved the way of the destruction of Italy also. And Nazism, it was introduced by, Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler introduced the concept of Nazism, and it is due to the effort of Adolf Hitler. Germany once again rose its former glory and image. Germany gained back her former glory and image with the, bold leadership of Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler attracted millions of people of Germany to vote in favor of him, so that he must establish a new Germany. He must recover. He must restore the former prestige and glory of Germany, and he must discard the insulting Treaty of Versailles. Adolf Hitler took out the papers of the Treaty of Versailles and threw it into the dustbin, considering it to be waste paper of dustbin. The papers of the Treaty of Versailles, yes, I consider it to be waste paper of dustbin. Threw it into the dustbin. Why? because that Treaty of Versailles and its term insulted Germany a lot. Germany was humiliated at the hands of the Allied powers. Not only that, German economy was destroyed, German factories and industries were destroyed, and German people died of starvation, stagnation after the First World War. There was none to give leadership for the people of Germany. It was Adolf Hitler who came forward, who fought as a leader for the nation during the First World War, took an oath that they would come if chance was given to him. He would teach the Allied powers a good lesson. He took an oath. The people gave them a chance to avail, and he also availed himself of this. And ultimately, what happened to him? Adolf Hitler introduced his own religious concept, Nazism, and rusticated, removed all kinds of superstitions, and at the same time forced the Jews to leave the country, because Adolf Hitler considered all the Jews to be the enemies of Germany. He thought that the Jews shook hand with the Allied powers, and it was due to that reason Germany was defeated during the First World War. So he would like to take the revenge. That's why he rusticated all the Jews. He forced them to leave the country. So many Jews left the country. And he also introduced concentration camps. So many innocent people whom he had no faith and he had disbelieved, they all were punished by Hitler in the concentration camp. But the policy of Hitler, the technique and method of Hitler, the religious, the political concept of Hitler, Nazism, was of no use, because during Second World War, Hitler and his Germany was defeated. Next point, role of League of Nations. You know, the League of Nations failed to establish healthy relationship, friendship among the nation states. Since League of Nations failed to achieve success, it paved the way of a new world war, the Second World War. You know, the Treaty of Versailles Italy demonstrated her imperialistic design. Italy demonstrated her imperialistic design by attacking Abyssinia. Already the League of Nations was established, but under the terms of the League of Nations, no European country was supposed to attack any weak countries. But it was Italy who suddenly attacked by breaking the terms of the League of Nations. She attacked Abyssinia. The League of Nations failed to take any action against Italy, which exhibited the weakness of the League. By taking these advantages, other European countries also decided to take undue advantages. Japan also came forward to take undue advantages. So, the role of League of Nations during and after the First World War was of no use. The reason for which the League was established was of no use, because League failed to establish international understanding, brotherhood, healthy relationship among the nation states. And it is due to that reason it paved the way of another world war, the Second World War, my dear students. Now, role of Germany and Hitler. You know, Hitler was Hitler was from a country which was insulted, humiliated at the hands of the Allied powers during the Second World War, during the First World War. And Hitler wanted to take revenge of countries' insult and humiliation. Weimar Republic was forced to sign the terms of the Treaty of Versailles. As a soldier, Hitler noticed it and chalked out a plan that it was he who would be able to establish the former glory and image of Germany if his fate favored him. Ultimately, his fate favored him to be a great leader of Germany. People favored him to be their popular leader. And during the first half of the Second World War, later on I shall discuss about it, Hitler took many chances. But Hitler's aspiration was too much high. That's why he failed to achieve success ultimately. Hitler did not know where to stop. It was due to his technical mistake. Hitler had to consider defeat. And once again the Allied powers owned the Second World War and proved that they were superior to the Axis powers. The Allied powers were superior to the Axis powers. Besides, Hitler wanted to re-establish the prestige of the Germany in the international field. The military department was inspired a lot by Hitler. Hitler conducted a number of meetings with the soldiers, always motivated them to take revenge of the insult and humiliation of the Treaty of Versailles. Hitler immediately annexed Austria and dismembered Czechoslovakia with a view to stop their attitudes, stop their, to stop thinking that they would be able to be a part of the Allied powers. It was due to the effort of Hitler. Hitler declared rearmament. And at the same time, Mussolini and Hitler, both of them, unitedly decided to drop the countries of the world towards another world war because of their wrong policies. The concept of Nazism, the concept of fascism of Mussolini and Nazism of Germany gave a birth of another world war, the Second World War. The Second World War started, but what happened to the countries of the world? Next day I shall discuss the policy of appeasement. Up to this, my dear students, thank you.